Welcome to the Fireside Chat for Fitness and Nutrition with Adrienne and Ken. Today we'll be talking about recovering from illness with fitness and nutrition. Ken, would you like to kick us off?
I would like to kick it off. So we're going to talk about cold, flu, COVID, stuff like that. When should you start to exercise again? And with a cold and flu, really you need to listen to your body. With all three, you need to listen to your body as well. But cold and flu, the general rule is if it's above the neck, it's okay to exercise at a reduced level of intensity for sure. When I talk to my clients when they're sick or when they don't feel well, I explain to them that a cold is a stress on the body. Anything that infection is a stress on the body. Exercise is a stress on the body. So you stack one stress on top of the other stress. It makes it so that the body can't recover as quickly if you do both. So I highly recommend that they get to a level where they feel 80 to 90% of what they did before they got sick. So back to when you should exercise and when you shouldn't. With the cold and flu, for sure. Again, if it's above the head, above the neck, sore throat, a runny nose, it's okay to exercise. It's fine. And it could be something else. It could be allergies, and that allergy causes that too. And it's okay to exercise full force with an allergy for sure. If it's below the neck, say body aches, fever, chest congestion, you want to wait for that. That if you exercise with that could lead to more serious, maybe a bacterial infection. Who knows? It could get worse and worse. So you want to make sure that you've recovered from that, before you start exercising. Now, COVID is a whole different animal because there are so many different symptoms that people have exhibited. I had one client that said she just felt like she got hit with a train, not a truck, but a train. I mean, she just had body aches, and just, it was horrible, for 3 or 4 days. So, but then other clients I had somebody who had just had a headache and had a fever. So it's different for each person. But the thing that's different about COVID is that these symptoms can last. They can linger for a long period of time. And you want to talk to your healthcare professional before you start to exercise. Ask what their opinion on when you should start exercising again, based on your symptoms specifically. And again, there's so many symptoms: fatigue, shortness of breath, joint and muscle pain, which you don't necessarily get with a flu or cold. You don't necessarily get that. Chest pain. There's just a whole bunch of things that comes with COVID. So you want to just talk to your healthcare professional before you start exercising again. When you start exercising from anything, whether it be cold, flu, or COVID, you want to start out slow. Start out slow. Okay, I'm back to work out. Let me lift 1,000 pounds like I did before. Or let me sprint. Let me jog 5 miles like I did before. You don't want to do that. You want to start out slow. Get back into it. Let your body recover. It's atrophied. You haven't. It could have atrophied, depending on how long you've been out. And your body's in a weakened state, so you want to take it easy. You want to take it easy. Listen to your body. It'll tell you what it can do and what it can't do. If you exercise and you're lightheaded or dizzy, you got to stop doing that. So listen to what your body's telling you. Stay hydrated and get plenty of rest. Rest is key. If you get rest, when you sleep, that's your body's time to recover. So get plenty of rest and stay hydrated and listen to your body. What have you got for nutrition? How do you handle?
Yeah, and I was just going to say, you don't really want to have to recover from an injury right after you're trying to recover from
that's true
cold or flu. So just really, even though it's kind of against maybe the type of mindset we had before we got sick, like push so hard, you don't really want to do that. You can really set yourself up to be more injured and really delay your workouts, right?
That's true. Maybe you set yourself back again.
Yeah. And, of course, recovering from cold, flu, COVID really does involve some more thoughtful consideration of the foods that you're eating, maybe teas, supplements you could be including that can help promote some healing and recovery. First and foremost, we really want to focus on nutrient-dense foods. I mean, that's just every day, ideally, but especially when we are not feeling so well. So an easy way to do this is incorporate a variety of fruits and vegetables that are high in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and things that aid the immune system recovery. Also, you can have some lean proteins. They can be plant-based proteins or things like chicken or fish, and again, legumes. They can help contribute to muscle repair, which again, sometimes, whether we're working out or if we've lost muscle because we've just been laying around for a couple of days or a week even, that's also important to include. Of course, we don't want to leave healthy fats out, depending on how you're doing with textures and how much your appetite has been lost. You may or may not want to include things like avocados, but maybe if you can include some nuts or nut butters in some things that can help give you some healthy calories also. Teas, great for winter in general, but also provide soothing relief during our recovery. So ginger is one. It's known for its anti-inflammatory properties. So if you do have, let's say, COVID where your joints hurt a lot, maybe ginger tea would be helpful for that. It can also help with digestive health. And then chamomile tea, it can be very helpful for helping us get better sleep, which is, again, as Ken mentioned, extremely important for our recovery as well. And then in addition, echinacea tea is often touted for its immune boosting benefits. So that could be something worth looking at. And of course, you're going to want to talk to your provider before starting anything, including different supplements. But in terms of supplements, things like vitamin C, vitamin D, maybe a high quality multivitamin can also be really helpful in helping us recover and then stay healthy to help cover our nutritional basis, so to speak, and hopefully we don't get sick, again, soon in the future. Probiotics can be really helpful, especially when we're trying to restore gut health and if you've had any sort of digestive issues along with your illness. So that could be something else worth considering. And then in terms of recovery foods, soups are a really good way to get hydration, but then maybe sources of protein, like you could do a chickpea or a chicken soup for some hydration, some electrolytes, some nutrients. And then also you can include things like whole grains and complex carbohydrates. So you're not relying on, let's just say, like processed carbohydrates as much. And then, of course, really what we want to do is just have a varied diet that has a lot of nutrition to get proper hydration, proper rest, and this helps provide a comprehensive approach to help get us well and then hopefully stay well too.
Right. Very good. Very well said. I agree. Is that why chicken noodle soup? Chicken noodle soup growing up, my mom always fed me that. That just made me feel a lot better, chicken noodle soup. So I guess that's
one of those great recovery foods. But I would say chickpeas for vegans, but you can still include all the same, like, the broths and things like that.
Sounds good. Sounds great.
Yeah, just some different options. Any parting words or?
If you like what we've mentioned here, you learned something, click that like button and spread the word. Share this video with other people so we can help as many people as we can. That's what we're here for. We're here to help people.
And let us know in the comments which one you might have chosen to incorporate, whether you're like, I had a chest infection, so I didn't exercise for an extra week, or I tried echinacea tea and that seemed to really help me. It just really would be nice to hear what has worked for you. And we will look forward to seeing you all next time. Also, feel free to leave any topics you'd like us to cover in the comments, and we will see you soon. Take care.
Bye.